I'm going to show you a few things that I like to have in place before I go ahead and build my obedience. One is a session start cue, and it literally says to the dog, we're in a session together, I would like your full undivided attention. In the beginning, this word is going to mean absolutely nothing to my dogs because it's not been followed with any sort of interaction or reward. But over time, I'm going to start saying this session cue, and I'm going to get a dog that activates, whether that's barking, jumping up at me, pushing me. Typically, my dogs bark, so I'll show you what that looks like. Ready? So with him, it's this big explosion. And what I do just to bring out a little bit more into him, lie down, is I'll turn away and do this. I might sometimes nod my head to say, keep going, keep going. I'll also sometimes push the dog away to try and get a little bit of frustration. It really depends on the dog. But essentially all I'm saying is, we're now in the session together. And the reason I do this is for a couple of reasons. One, I want to classically condition that buy-in so that when I go to a brand new environment or I start to add a new distraction in like another dog, the dog hears that session start cue and it's kind of like I'm manipulating the buy-in early on because it's classically conditioned. The second reason is if I have a dog that one day checks out, let's say it goes to sniff the floor or it goes to look at something in the environment like another dog, I'll then give my session end cue, which is finish, and I will negatively punish by putting the dog away. I essentially remove them from the thing that they wanted, that they checked out from me into, and I say, cool, session's over. I'm not gonna try and beg them, just try to eat a fly. I'm not gonna try and beg the dog. So I'll show you what that looks like in real time. So again, I'm going to ask him if he is ready. He's ready. So I'll just do sort of 10 to 20 seconds of engagement work. Finish. Lie down. Now the session's over, so that means that I can then turn away from him, pay attention to someone else at club, to Charlotte who's recording this, to the environment, and I'm essentially saying to my dogs, when we're in the session together, I expect your full undivided attention, which this is the opposite of. So if I'm turning my back on my dog and not paying attention to them, how can I expect the same from them? When I say finish, I can do that. I can turn away from the dog. I don't have to be paying attention to them because I've said you're off the clock now. So my ready is we're on the clock, we're training. My finish is we're off the clock, we're done. And typically what you'll see with my dogs is when I say finish in a session, if I don't have a lead on, they've got a toy, they'll actually just go and leave and tuck themselves off in some shade to go and rest because they understand that now mum is finished in the session.